It is time now for the Sweetheart program, brought to you today by Hereford Feed Ingredients.
Mr. and Mrs. Cleo Ward, who are celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary this month, are our sweethearts for today. Ruby McMahon was about 6 years old when she first saw Cleo Ward. She was out in the field with her family who were hoeing cotton. Ruby said she has always admired Cleo and she's loved him for more than 60 years. And however, Cleo first dated her sister, Evelyn. Her parents let Ruby go to town one Sunday, and there was Cleo. And they went to church together that night, and that started their relationship. They were married 60 years ago this month on January the 19th, 1957 at the Northside Church of Christ here in Muleshoe, and have lived in Muleshoe all of their married life. Now they live together at the Parkview Nursing Care Center in Muleshoe. In fact, Ruby has always lived here. She was born at home out in the Progress community on February the 9th, 1935. So we need to say happy birthday just a few days in advance to Ruby Ward, who will celebrate her 82nd birthday next month. Her parents were Bud and Dora Buell McMahon. In fact, you might say that her father was one of our first, or really our first, road conditions reporter here in Muleshoe for the Mule Train News. He was the foreman of the Texas Highway Department located here in Muleshoe, and he was very faithful to report the conditions of the roads and also the weather. Cleo was born to Arthur Edmund and Vivian Ward on July the 12th, 1924 in Hugo, Oklahoma, and he is 92 years of age. He was 6 months old when the Ward family came to Texas in a covered wagon, and they settled first in Fluvanna. When the weather turned West Texas cold and the wind was blowing, it blew the tarp off of their wagon, and little Cleo, being a baby, almost died. The family moved to South Bailey County the next year in 1925, and when he was 12 years old, they moved near the Bailey County Cemetery. Cleo and Ruby Ward have 3 sons. They all were reared here in Muleshoe. Their sons are Cecil, who lives here in Muleshoe, Danny of Lubbock, and Marvin of Amarillo. They also have 5 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. They are members of the Muleshoe Church of Christ. Cleo Ward is a retired farmer. When their boys were growing up, Ruby would go after school and pick the boys up and take them to the field to help their father, teaching them an important life lesson. Cleo always had a big garden, and even when he was 90 years of age, he had a huge garden. He grew carrots, onions, radishes, watermelons, turnips, okra, cucumber, corn, squash, peppers, and tomatoes. Even one year he had 10 acres of pinto beans. He sold some of his vegetables to Lee's Vegetable Stand, which was located years ago on the Clovis Highway. Ruby made beautiful cakes that were decorated gorgeously. And she did that for the public. Wedding cakes, anniversary cakes, birthday cakes, and they worked as a team. Cleo always helped Ruby set up the cakes when they were large. I remember one time picking up a cake at their home, and I said, "Can we take this to Fort Sumner for Jack's parents' anniversary?" Oh, Ruby said yes. I didn't believe her, but I mean that cake rode just smoothly in our car because she knew how to do it. They have been faithful listeners of Channel 6 for many, many years, and we appreciate that. They are a real couple, humble, never boastful, kind, quiet, supportive of each other and their family, a Christian family. And we want to say happy 60th wedding anniversary to you, Mr. and Mrs. Cleo Ward. Ruby and Cleo, you are being recognized by Hereford Feed Ingredients, David and Liz Tips, and all of us here at Channel 6. God bless you and also your family.
The Sweetheart program has been brought to you today by Hereford Feed Ingredients. You can find it on Reach Broadband Channel 6 in our rotation. Also, muleshoetv.com on our website. Click on the Sweetheart link at the top of the page. If you'd like to nominate someone to be our sweetheart here on Reach Broadband Channel 6, muleshoetv.com. Call 806-272-3990. We need a short biography and a picture.